We have division of rational numbers. In the first example, this fraction bar, the long fraction bar, means division. So we have to divide negative number by negative number. So let me rewrite this. We have negative 24. I can put this number in parentheses. We have to divide, because this fraction bar means division, by negative 2 over 3. So this is equal. First we have to check the signs. We have negative divide by negative. When we divide negative by negative, or when we multiply negative by negative, the answer is always the same, positive. So we have to write positive sign. And because I have fraction here, so I will change 24 also to fraction, this whole number. When I write over 1, we have fraction. 24 divided by 1 is 24. I didn't change anything. And next we have divide by 2 over 3. These two negative signs will what? Positive sign. I don't have to write this positive sign now. And now when we have division of fractions, we copy first fraction, we change division sign to multiplication, and we flip the second fraction. So it will be 3 over 2. Now, before we do multiplication of these two fractions, we always check if we can reduce. We reduce numerator with denominator. It means we divide numerator and denominator by the same number. We have 24 and 2. We can reduce. 24 we can divide by 2 and 2 by 2. 24 we divide by 2, so it will be 12. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. And now it will be easier to do this multiplication. We multiply, when we multiply fractions, we multiply numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So 12 times 3 is 36. 1 times 1 is 1. 36 divided by 1 is 36. So we solve first problem. The next we have division. This fraction, long fraction bar means division. We have negative number divide by positive. So let me rewrite our example. We have negative 1 over 6 divide by positive, so we don't write positive sign, just 5 over 6. So this is equal. When we divide negative number by positive or positive by negative, the answer is negative. It's the same rule like for multiplication. So we will have negative sign, and we have 1 over 6. I can write this in parentheses. Divide by 5 over 6. So this is equal. Negative sign we copy. When we divide fractions, we copy first fraction. We change the division sign to multiplication, and we flip the second fraction. So it will be 6 over 5. So this is equal. Negative sign we have to copy. Before we do multiplication of these two fractions, we always check if we can reduce something. We have reduce, it means we divide numerator and denominator by the same number. We have 6 and 6, so we can divide by 6 will be 1, the same in denominator. And now when we multiply fractions, we multiply numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 5 is 5. We solved the second example. And the last, long fraction bar means division, always. So first we have 3 over 8 divide by negative number 9 over 2. When we don't have sign, it's always positive. So we have now division of positive number by negative. When we divide positive by negative or negative by positive, the answer is negative. So we have to write negative sign. And we have 3 over 8 divide by 9 over 2. can write this in parentheses, but if you have this negative sign before this fraction, it means this negative sign is for all this division. So you don't have to write parentheses. So we copy negative sign. When we have division of fractions, we copy first fraction, we change the division sign to multiplication, and we flip the second fraction. So it will be 2/9. Negative sign we rewrite. Before we do multiplication of fractions, we always check if we can reduce. Reduce, it means divide numerator and denominator by the same number. We have 3 and 9, so we can divide by 3, will be 1 and 3, and we have 2 and 8, so we can divide by 2, so it will be 1 and 4. So now negative sign we have, and we multiply into fractions. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So 1 times 1 is 1, 4 times 3 is 12. This is my solution.